first carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First carry now for Pierre Strong. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing Jones toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Jones completes this one to Thornton. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
On fourth down, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Now Jones. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Jones will sneak it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a sneak with Jones. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Mac Jones scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Patriots post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one. Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll run with Strong. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Pierre Strong. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will finally stop him as he's... NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
From the 40 now on second down. Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Samson Abuka. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Third and long for Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on third and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57-yard. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check right. Yellow, go.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Striker, 3-3. Solid red.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Lance. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 2nd down and 3.
52, blue is striker. Yellow, blue.
Lance now to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 49 yards. And the Niners are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. These two teams all tied after one. Elliott going to get it again on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys have moved out in front.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dante Fowler able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Black blue. Black ultra.
Throwing now is Lance. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 67 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Cowboys take over a 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
2nd and 9. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a give here to Pollard. And an excellent job of finding the opening, as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The kick by Maher is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Red. Fight. 97. Red. Cycle.
From the 31, Lance. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt, you can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. First down, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb,
30 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
49ers 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Down he goes at the 23.
Elliott, the ball carrier, brought down at the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 now.
Again, it's Elliott.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
There you go. Hey, kill.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run with Pollard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing, Prescott.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy, because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Run for Pollard. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
49ers 27.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Field, black. 6, red, green, jack. Red, yellow. Card red. Red.
Lance looking to throw it.
This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go now. 22 middle. Check pick. Ready?
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
10.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Throw green. Blue is striker. Blue, yellow. Green, yellow.
Here's Lance.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
On the double.
Desperation time here. Lance
able to haul it in as Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Ultra. Go ultra. Triple 38. Black ultra. Black shot. Red cycle. Ready?
Lance looking to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
On the ready.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Red. Yellow. Go. Right. White. Plastic. Stick. Steel. Black.
Lance back to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
CD for the losing side. They had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
I hope y'all can S-double-E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping